Hello, welcome back to another Fabulous Room channel. I'm Jacob from Jacobishere, and today we are going to be playing The Sims 4 Birth to Death. Technically, this episode is going to start a little bit later on in life, but I wanted to start here in the morning or in this evening because she's having her first interaction with the monster under the bed, which I kind of want to be a recurring character during the childhood section, as I've never really played with the monster underneath the bed. So, essentially, that's what we're going to be doing. This is the monster. He pops up if, or they pop up if you don't spray the bed or do anything else like that. You hear any weird noises? I got a new keyboard. It was a force buy. Up here it says, Mindy never knew what lurks in the darkness. Darkness is nothing but a veil to hide the most gruesome and terrifying creatures of the night. She feels like they could pop out any moment. And lately, this man named Fabulous keeps calling. I was wrong. That was just now. It does exist in the world. I didn't really think about exploring occults in this series. Also, we really just can't let her become a vampire. Because, vampires, I guess they can die, but, you know what I mean? It would just throw a big wrench in the situation of things. So, it's just not going to happen. This is a Birth to Death series, not a Birth to Vampire series. But it could be an interesting side plot. So, let's keep that in mind for later. I was not expecting a vampire storyline. I really want to talk to the monster and say she's currently terrified. Looming a dread. Dreadful thing looms over Mindy as she discovers something new about herself, a fear that wasn't there before going inside. What the? Because she's scared of seeing a monster underneath the bed, and she's warm because we have a heater. She have a fear of fear of the dark. During nighttime, it may struggle to stay asleep. And I've not got that one yet. And I wonder if I can just have her continue to do that. I don't want the monster to go away. Come back out, monster. Because I don't think it pops up in our friends. Okay, I didn't think so. Oh, I hear from her friend, the monster underneath the bed. That's great. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a great sign. Okay, that's all I wanted. I'll see you guys in a few days as we go on a trip. I have two thoughts. One, this is a very important moment for the series, so get prepared. Drama is about to ensue. Two, why is she thinking about babies? Does she want another sibling? I don't think that's gonna happen. Also, she was supposed to take the day off. She'll come home early actually here very soon because they're going on a vacation to work on some issues. But if you guys did not know, if we're talking about Mindy here and Mindy's relationship with her parents and her family and stuff, she is much more closer with London Jennifer than she is London. I don't understand why that is. They didn't really do anything different. Maybe they're the same? No. See, Jennifer has always been a point or two higher than London the entire time. London is here more. London does more things with her, but she's always preferred Jennifer the entire time. I also think London is the one who gave birth to her, so it's all a bunch of interesting stuff. She's coming home, she's smiling, she's happy. Her mother's here. The mother she has a better relationship with, and so she's just gonna come on in right here. What she's gonna do when she walks in to this door, she just sees her mom's. So she just experienced something she's never experienced before. Her mother. Oh, did you see that? Oh, I think we're gonna yell at her. I don't think Jennifer really understands why. I think Jennifer, I don't know. There's a part of me that actually does strongly believe that Jennifer possibly is a bit of a narcissist. These are things that might come more and more fruition as we get closer, but I've played with Jennifer on her own before. And when I say that she's gonna coax this up to being a bad moment, I really do think she's going to coax this up to being a bad moment. I'm going to actually just go ahead and send Dina on home because I think she would do that. I think she would be like, okay, it's time to go. So I think I'm going to do that myself because they're going to have a conversation. They're going to have a serious conversation about all of this. I think she's going to let her know that there's certain things that are going on and that little secrets, little lies, light lies, you would say. I guess you can't have deep conversations with children, which would make sense. So we're just going to say get to know. But you guys are understanding. They're going to have this conversation no matter what. And she's literally just going to try to build this relationship up. And then she's going to call her girlfriend, London, and tell her, essentially, that, she needs to come home. They are leaving, and that they just need to leave for right now. So that's what she's going to do. She's explaining to Mindy that in life, certain things start to happen in life. And we're going to have to go through this as a family together. And I promise you, in time, it'll all make sense. But right now, this is just between us. This is our little secret that you just saw here today. Do not mention anything to your mother. And we'll see if Mindy actually does that or not. All right, so she's calling her. She's kind of freaking out about it. She's like, I think for Mindy's sake, not for her sake, obviously, we need to go and do a little bit of traveling. And I just think you need to understand that you need to come home immediately. And I do think that London on the phone is yelling backwards, but we can't really hear that conversation. We're hearing the conversations happening with this side of the phone. I don't think it's a great conversation. And I think eventually she did convince her, and so she is coming home early. This is bad because London is now skipping work, which means she could be fired, which could mean repercussions for later on in both their lives, all their lives. So we'll see if there's any actual fallout to this, but she is leaving. She did do some good work, so I guess that's all that matters. London, without even talking to her, she's just going to book the vacation. She's going to take the people she cares about or the people she needs to run away with for the moment to get away from this part of her life, and she's going to take vacation days from work. And she's going to require her wife or her girlfriend to take vacation days from work as well. And they're going to isolate each other from basically the world for this core port of the vacation. So I'll meet you guys at the vacation location. It's a lot of Asians. Okay, we have made it. So like I said, Jennifer was behind the entire thing. And where did she decide to go? Of all places, you guessed it, to Terratosa. In my head, I was thinking maybe she'd go to something like Sulani or something along those lines to vacation, but no. She decided she wanted to go to a wedding place. I think this was specific. I think this was chosen very specifically. Mindy, however, is going to run upstairs. She's going to claim her bedroom, so she's going to go here. London and them are going to have a pretty stern conversation about marriage, about where they're at in the relationship, if they should be here anyways. Ooh, I think it's time. I don't think they're gonna break up in this episode. They might not break up at all, but I just know that bringing them to a wedding location vacation it was a interesting call for sure. And I think, and she's gonna go upstairs and she's gonna call Jaden, hold on, you shouldn't have to ask. You could say I'm a little bitter. What are you bitter about? And I think for the rest, like I said, she's going to go upstairs. Mindy is going to go call her new friend, tell them where she's at. Be like, my mom dragged me off to this location. We were on a plane for a while, and now we're at this. Now I don't know where I'm at, and I just need a friend. And so, type of thing. I think they had decided to leave her home alone, which is automatically red flags. And they're going to go out to a bar. And that's where we're going to head. We're actually going to go with them. We normally don't go with them. You guys don't get to know. We will find out in a future episode. Yeah, I'll probably end it here. Why not? Next week's episode will be the fallout to what's going to happen in behind the scenes of this. But technically, this is about Mindy. I think a lot of you guys can agree with me. This is about Mindy. They're not informing Mindy of what they're doing. They're just going to leave Mindy at home. So technically, we shouldn't follow them either. Now, a few things have been brought to light, and I'd be curious what you guys feel about the information that is being received. What do you guys think? Do they think London and Jennifer should stay together, or do you think they should maybe split up for the moment and maybe find themselves later on in life once they do it? I mean, we talked about the relationship in the past and where they started out, how long they've been together and things like that in all your episodes, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. And I'm sure hijinks will ensue. I'm sure drama is just around the corner. And I'll talk to you guys all soon. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.